Hi everyone. So I'm going to work through one of our practice problems from lesson 8, equal and equivalent. And this problem number 4, it says 80% of x is equal to 100. So we're trying to figure out is 80% of some number that is equal to 100. So let's just say that I went and surveyed all the kids at Baymont. And out of all the kids, which is X, right? We don't know how many right now. 80% of them, which is about 100, like to eat chocolate chip cookies. So let's see how many students were actually surveyed. Let's solve for X. The first step is to change our percent here into a fraction. So we're going to put 80 over 100. Now, you're probably looking at this fraction saying, yeah, I can rewrite this fraction. We can get rid of these zeros here, and now we have 8 over 10. And we can even simplify it one step further because they're both divisible by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 80 over 100 is the same as 4 over 5. And we're going to find 4/5 of, which tells me to multiply x, which equals 100. Now, to solve this problem, just like we showed you in the earlier video, what we're trying to do is we're trying to isolate the variable. We do that by getting rid of whatever's next to or adjacent to the variable, 4/5. And the sign is telling me to multiply. So I'm going to do the inverse of multiplication to solve this problem, which is division. And remember, when we divide a fraction, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. 4/5 multiplied by 5 over 4. This is going to allow me to cancel out this side of the equation, this fraction here. And that way I only have left is x. But remember, what I do to one side of the equation, I also need to do to the other. So if I'm going to multiply by 5 over 4 on this side, the left side of the equation, I also need to do that on the right side. Now I'm multiplying 5 over 4 to 100. 4 can be reduced into 100. How many times? Think of quarters. I can get 4 quarters into 100. So that means 4 goes into 100 25 times. Now I just multiply across. 5 groups of 25 is 125 over 1. So let's see if that's correct. Remember, we're going to take this answer here. We're going to plug it into our variable to see if it's a true statement. Is 80% of 125 equal to 100? Well, let's see. 10% of 125 is 12.5. So if I did that 8 times or multiplied by 8, 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 2 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And 8 times 1 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Ta-da! We get 100. So yes, that is a true statement. 80% of 125 is equal to 100. Makes sense. Great job.